Hi everybody! I've made it. We're posting our first video on BookTube. Round of applause. Thank you. A lot's going on. Like I said, this is my first video. It's Black History Month. Valentine's Day is coming up. Like, this just feels like the prime time to make a video. So here we are. So today I'm going to be talking about my physical February TBR. I'm not including KU and my Libby reads on this video just because I'm kind of a mood reader when it comes to those two things in particular. But these are going to be the physical books that I'm trying to tackle during the month. Also, like I said, it's Black History Month. We read Black all year, but we really prioritize and promote during February. So keep that in mind. That's going to be reflected in the TBR. Also going to be doing a couple rereads and some new to me authors as well. So let's get into it. Ugh, that still doesn't taste any better. Okay, so first things first. Where do I even want to start? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 books on the physical TBR for this month. I'm already looking at half of them and I'm like, I'm not even gonna read these for real.
What?
But that's beside the point. That's beside the point. We'll come back at the end of February to see what I actually read and what I didn't. But okay, so first, let's talk about The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. So I read The Mothers by her. If I remember correctly, it was a 3-star read. This was a couple years ago. But this one is her more popular of the two books that I think she has, and it's about twins where one is white passing and one is black, or she might be completely white. I don't know how all that genetic stuff works, but basically the gist is they live in two separate communities. One is able to sort of get away and, you know, utilize her white privilege, and the other is in black communities trying to figure herself out and live life that way. I don't know much else about it, but oh yeah, so she secretly passes for white with a white husband. That's giving drama already. So super excited to read this one. I don't know how I'm gonna prioritize this one. Like, I definitely want to get it read, but it's not the first thing that I feel like I would want to read. Next book. I know I'm probably late to the party, okay? If to know me is to know that Emily Henry, like I go back and forth on Emily Henry, right? So I read People We Meet on Vacation and Book Lovers, and I didn't really care for them. But what sold me, I don't know if you can see it right there. What sold me is Happy Place, and I've heard that this one is like the best one. So I'm gonna give it a try. Especially with her upcoming release coming out, I feel like I need to have all of her backlist read so I can really make a decision on how I feel about Miss Henry. So please don't come for me if this is like your favorite book. Like, just, I'm allowed to have my opinions, okay? This Spells Love by Kate Robb. This was my book of the month pick from like 2 months ago, I think, but I really wanted to have the audiobook for it, so I've had it on hold for a while. And you know, I don't even really know what this is about. It just looked really cute, and it's like witchy. It just looks super cute, and sometimes it doesn't even matter what a book's about. You judge a book by its cover. You go based off vibes. That's what's happening here. Okay, Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. This one, I'm only reading it for the vibes. I think in terms of spicy authors, Sophie Lark does do a good job about having enough plot to keep you entertained. But again, I also this is my first time reading like an actual series of her. So this is the Brutal Birthright series. It's the first one in the series. I don't even know what these are about, honestly, but I'm seeing mafia. Okay, why not? Strawberries. I'm excited. I just feel like that's just for fun, if we're being honest. So I want to reread Icebreaker. This is probably least priority. If this doesn't get read, it doesn't get read. I won't be upset, but I want to annotate this copy, and I want to giggle and kick my feet and scream into the covers. So that's why that's there. Okay, Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. This has been on the TBR for a while. I think it's sapphic and like self-discovery, self-identity-esque. Again, don't know much about these books. I really just kind of go off vibes. I don't read any reviews or anything beforehand. But I just really love the cover. I've always really loved the cover. So we're gonna try to read this one this month and see how it goes. Now I will say that I feel like I've tried to read it before. Okay, there's a tab in there. So I've tried to read this one before, and I don't know if it was sticking with me at the time. Clearly it couldn't have been because I don't remember anything about it. But maybe the time just wasn't good then. We're gonna try again and hopefully we'll like her. Okay, next. Mercy and Eyes on Me by Sarah Kate. Like Sophie Lark, these are just for the vibes. I've read these already. Actually, I've read both of these already, and I believe that they were both 5 stars. I know Eyes on Me was definitely 5 stars, and Mercy might have been 4 or 4.5. I just, you know, you have to have a good balance in between what you're reading, and these two, I believe, will balance me out this month. Okay, what's next? Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reed. This is another one that's been on my TBR for a really long time, and I think I tried to read a little bit of this one as well, but when I tried to read it, I feel like there was a lot going on in the world, and I had to prioritize my piece. So I didn't finish this one, but from what I know, it is about a nanny / caregiver of a white child. I've been in that position multiple times, so I kind of know how that feels. I can kind of relate to that. So I'm excited to read this one. I think of the books that I have for my TBR this month, this is one of the heavier ones. But it's still one that I really would like to prioritize and read. So we'll see how that goes. Hello? Okay, next. So this is a new author to me, Cameron Garrett. And her Cameron is spelled just like mine. And if I know anything, I know that most things that a Cameron touches are just iconic. So I'm excited about those. But the first one that I have on my TBR is Full Disclosure, and the second one is Off the Record. I really like her covers too. Just a little side note, I really like her covers. But from what I know, Full Disclosure is about a high school student that is HIV positive, and she's going to a new school, so she's having to deal with like people learning her secret, or if they find out, what will she do, sort of things like that. And then Off the Record, I know less about this one, but I know that it's in some way about / inspired by the Me Too movement. So I think both of these topics in these books are things that are really important in general, but also it'll be good to see some representation for the Black community, because these things affect all of us most of the time. So these are definitely higher, medium to high on the priority list of what I read for this month. But I'm excited to discover a new author and see if I enjoy their writing. Next read, Harlem Sunset by Nikesa Affey. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Look at this cover. Ignore my bargain price sticker, because I mean, we look for deals around here. But look at this cover. Look how slay she is. She's super duper slay. This is set in Harlem in 1927. It's a Harlem Renaissance mystery. I feel like you don't see you just don't see Black people in books like this a lot. So I was very, very excited about this. If anything, this is also going to be super high on my TBR because I'm just intrigued by the premise. And again, like, I can't get over that cover. Like, I might need to just put a little picture of the cover here because she's stunning. She's stunning. And I think this is a series. So if I like this one, this is also, again, a new author to me. If I like this one, we're gonna keep reading the series. So that'll be fun. Okay, next book, Beloved by Toni Morrison. I let me think about what I want to say here. I really want to like Toni Morrison, but I also know that maybe her writing is not for me. But I have not gotten through a full novel, so we're going to try this one more time. And fingers crossed that I like it. I don't even know anything about it. It says, staring unflinchingly into the abyss of slavery. Oh, brother. We'll see. We'll see. If it doesn't go well this time, I think I'm just going to chop it up to Miss Morrison's writing is not for me. And that is okay. That's going to be okay. Is this the last read? Yes, the last read is Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. This is a thriller. I think this is classified as a thriller. And I also think that it is about two boys that were in love. It says a Black father, a white father, two dead sons, a quest for revenge and redemption. That sounds juicy. That sounds crazy. Yeah, so I think that there was a relationship, and I don't know the time period that this book is set in, but it's giving Jim Crow. So I think that obviously their relationship wasn't okay and something happened. So the more that I'm reading the synopsis for this book, the more that I'm getting excited about it. I know I just said it's a thriller, but I feel like it's less of a thriller and more of just like contemporary fiction. I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything for myself by flipping through this. Anyway, I'm excited for this one. We'll see. We'll see. I think this one is also one of those mid to high as far as prioritization goes. But we'll see how it goes. And you know what? Like, I might like it. I don't really read a lot of thrillers anymore just because I'm scared of everything. So like, again, protecting my sanity and not reading things that scare me before I go to bed. So we'll see what happens. Again, like, this is only my physical TBR. I'm gonna come back hopefully and talk about what I did and did not read and give reviews based on things, and talk about like sort of how I felt about everything. I think a lot of these books, like I said, I did try to have like a good mix and not just keep it so heavy. But I think that I have a lot of thoughts about most of these books, and they're all really, really different. So I'm excited to come back and do that. I'm gonna figure out, like, as I slowly make more videos, I have to figure out what's gonna work for my channel. So right now, I'm just gonna say, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your favorite parts were. I'm gonna put my other socials in the whatever it's called that's down there. The caption? That's not right. In the description for the video. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely come back for more. And I think that's it. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. This hot chocolate is a little bit disgusting.